It's proud moment for UL to sign uh, MoU with INBAC Association, the non-profit organization with the mission to drive standardization within the building automation industry by creating awareness about various building automation technologies and open communication protocols, which meets the critical needs of Indian building automation market. We'd like to extend our heartfelt thanks to Ms. Sakhi Chandrayan for continuously interacting and driving the needs for standards and standardization in India post our workshop conducted in September 2019 at New Delhi. That is the first time I met Sakhi, and then onwards we have been having very close interactions and see how we can progress towards the standardization. And today is the day where we are having this event of having the MOU being signed. This MOU aims at promoting the communication between the two organizations, avoid duplication of work efforts wherever possible, increase the knowledge of each other's public safety activities, facilitating the participation of stakeholders in each other's public safety efforts and also the STP participation, identifying the undertaking joint initiatives where both organizations see the value in doing so. It also looks at improving existing co-development or co-publication efforts, exploring the opportunities where both the organizations see a value in doing so, to jointly explore collaborative agreements with other standards development organizations too. So it is my honor and privilege to welcome PACNet Mr. Naveen Parmar, the Vice Chair, Builders Association. I don't know whether Mr. Andy Macmillan has already joined, but he has confirmed that he would be joining. I welcome him also. Thank you all for your gracious presence. I would also like to welcome my colleagues from UL Standards, Mr. Phil Picera, Vice President Global Standards, and Ms. Sania Bird, Director International Standards, Ms. Karagizi, Lakshmi Nayar, and special thanks to Srinivas Desikan, who has joined this event. I also welcome all the delegates from INBAC and the team INBAC. Without further ado, on this important occasion of MOU signing ceremony, I request Sakhi Chandrayan, President and Founder Director of INBAC Association, to present UL INBAC Standards Cooperation Roadmap for the standards. Sakhi, over to you.
Thank you, Manjunath, for introduction and the wonderful support that you always extend. Good evening, everyone. It is said that whatever good things we build end up building us. I am Sakhi Chandrayan, and it is my distinct pleasure to present the Underwriters Laboratories and INBAC Association's Standards Cooperation Roadmap to you. May it be residential or commercial buildings, we all need to ensure energy saving, safety and security, comfort and convenience, and buildings performance. The new reality post-pandemic also demands least possible manual intervention and top-notch cybersecurity. Construction sector comprising of public infrastructure, housing, and commercial real estate development makes up to 1/7 of India's GDP. Commercial and institutional real estate segment is poised to grow to $1 trillion by 2030, third largest in the world. Significant trend witnessed in the commercial real estate segments are driving demand for office spaces, which could be single tenanted or multi, retail spaces like restaurants, malls, multiplexes, and special purpose infrastructures like hospitality, healthcare, amusement park, and so on. Shift in the current working population, who are younger, tech-savvy, and exposed to the global working environments, are demanding the working spaces which are comfortable, safe, visually appealing, flexible, and cost-effective, all at the same time. Healthy and sustainable buildings are those which create high-quality indoor environment while minimizing its impact on the nature. Building automation industry stakeholders like consumers, Government bodies and solution providers must be supported in the shift from traditional surveillance-based approach towards data analytics-based approach, utilizing high-quality, real-time data without compromising the personal privacy. By extensive adoption and use of international standards in the built environment, considerable savings in time, material, and money can be achieved. Building automation systems contribute significantly towards improving buildings' efficiency and flexibility of use, making the operations easier and economical. These benefits can be realized by ensuring deployment of solutions which are based on open systems, which have the interoperability across multiple platforms, and have future-proof interfaces. INBAC Association and underwriters' laboratories in this collaborative endeavor shall work together on standardization awareness and capacity building in India in the building automation domain. And this is just the beginning. With the support of all of you here, we will certainly reach great milestones. Thank you.
Thank you. I think I could see Andy and Judy joining. Welcome you both for this occasion. Thank you very much, Saki, for briefing the roadmap, and we look forward for working with you and Team INBAC Association towards accomplishing the joint roadmap that we have defined, starting with building standards awareness and evolve a standards roadmap for India in long-term as a long-term goal for us, which are the standards which are driven by the industry. So now I request Phil Picera, Vice President Global Standards, to present on UL Standards Vision and International Cooperation. Phil, over to you.
Thank you, Manju, and thank you, Saki, for your remarks on the Standards Cooperation Roadmap. We certainly have the same views, and we're looking forward to working with you. Good evening and good morning. As Manju indicated, my name is Phil Pakera, and I'm the Vice President of Global Standards for Underwriters Laboratories. And I'm really excited to be signing this MoU with the Integrated Building Automation Community, INBAC Association, and Underwriters Laboratories. Every day, across virtually every industry and every office around the globe, you'll find Underwriters Laboratories focused on a single mission, and that mission is to work for a safer world. Working for a safer world is what we do. We're a nonprofit organization dedicated to the discovery and the application of scientific knowledge. We were established in 1894, about 127 years ago. And, excuse me, and we conduct rigorous independent research and analyze safety data, share knowledge, and develop standards to guide safer commercialization of evolving technologies. UL Standards' goal is to be viewed as a partner in meeting local and regional standards needs throughout the world, and we intend to strengthen our position as a trusted global standards development organization. We also support local for local standards by participating in local standardization activities and providing access to UL standards for our partners to adapt and adopt with national differences as necessary. A key driver in our international efforts is to harmonize our standards and to eliminate inefficiencies and redundancies through that harmonization process. And this also aligns with the World Trade Organization's technical barriers to trade principles. And quite honestly, we take great pride in the compliance of our standards development process with the WTO TBT principles, which for us will ensure open dialogue, transparency, and inclusion in the standards development process. I would also note that UL Standards utilizes research and other resources of its colleagues in our nonprofit to strengthen our partners' national standard systems. UL Standards is unique in that our in-house safety science research and engineering support our data-driven standard solutions. And we're excited to optimize the use of UL resources to help meet India's needs and host standards workshops and roundtable events in conjunction with our partners in order to share expertise and further the development and application of standards. I would like to close by saying that on behalf of Underwriters Laboratories, we extend our most sincere thanks for your partnership, for your trust, and for your commitment to working together, and we're excited to begin this journey together. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Phil. Thank you for briefing the vision and international cooperation of UL standards solutions being developed with engineering support driven by data and safety science research, and also our conformance to WTO TBT principles for development of the standards. With this synergy in objectives of UL standards and INBAC, today we are formalizing the partnership through signing MoU. May I request Saki and Phil to formally unveil the signed MoU. Thank you, Phil, and thank you, Saki. Thank you very much. Congratulations once again. So, congratulations to Saki, Phil, and also INBAC Association and the team Underwriters Laboratories here. Now, may I now request Mr. Rajesh Adangale, Chair Standardization Committee of INBAC Association, to present on INBAC Standards Roadmap. Rajesh, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Manjunath. Good evening and good morning, everyone. I am Rajesh Adangale, Chair the Standardization Committee INBAC. It's a great pleasure for me to talk about the INBAC Standardization Roadmap on behalf of INBAC Standardization team. People have started talking about smart cities and intelligent buildings. Question is, how do we embrace the technology to transform our conventional standalone buildings into intelligent and smart ones? The smart concept is being achieved by integrating various services of the buildings together. The services such as HVAC, electrical, plumbing, water management system, lighting control, and various third-party integrations like fire alarm, access control, and surveillance are seamlessly interwoven and presented onto a single platform common to all the users. The basic idea behind this concept is to have readily available data for monitoring, control, and analysis purpose, thus benefiting the end user in the form of energy saving, bringing in comfort, and making maximum use of limited manpower resource. Now the question is, intelligent building concept going to be a reality in the near future? And as of now, we are facing challenges in implementing this idea, which we must overcome together. For example, proprietary nature of communication protocols of various services are still in use. We often see that all these service providers prefer communicating with central system through their own proprietary language, presenting communication barriers. Sometimes this results into delays and inevitable errors during project execution phase. Though awareness is being created and there is an increasing inclination towards use of open protocol-based solution that speaks a common language understood by all, but the thrust for implementing this idea is still missing. About 15 years back, building automation solution in Europe and Americas underwent similar transformation from closed to open solutions after facing initial resistance. Something similar needs to be implemented for India. India needs a neutral entity that has a capacity to hold all the stakeholders of building automation community together and create an awareness about using open standards. We INBACers strive to create an entity that focuses on collaborations, standardizations, and become a voice of building automation community. We believe in global to local congruence without reinventing the wheel. INBAC aims towards adopting the guidelines and standards that are already in use in Western countries and then tweak them a bit to match Indian cultural and time sensitivity. Our intent is to start with guidelines and gradually progress towards standardizing policies and designing certifications. We are also open for global collaborations that add value to this initiative. I feel confident that collaboration with UL will help us to attain our goal in the near future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rajesh, for bringing out the challenges that the building owners are facing, and also the building automation industry is looking at. I'm sorry. So with that, we look forward to working with you in terms of starting with the standards awareness building, and then, as I said, how do we look at building the standards developing the standards which are relevant for India with the global standards as the reference. Now with that, may I now request Sania Bird, Director International Standards, Underwriters Laboratories, to present and share UL Standards Roadmap for India and how this cooperation will contribute towards the objective that we have defined. Sonia, over to you.
Thank you, Manju, and thank you everyone for being here today. Good evening. As Manju mentioned, I'm Sania Bird. I'm Director of International Standards for Underwriters Laboratories, and I'm responsible for our international standards strategy and relations. And at the center of our international strategy is building relationships and partnerships with key organizations globally. And we're so excited today to join you in signing this collaborative memorandum of understanding with INBAC. And through this MoU, Underwriters Laboratories and INBAC will work together with the goal of enhancing the standards and standardization awareness in India. As Phil mentioned, Underwriters Laboratories is a nonprofit organization dedicated to advancing the UL mission through the discovery and application of scientific knowledge. And standards outreach is a big part of that. While our organizations have collaborated prior to this MoU signing, this agreement specifies joint goals and initiatives for efforts moving forward. We are looking forward to building awareness on standards and standardization through organizing capacity building workshops and sharing standardization knowledge in safety, security, and sustainability. We are excited to partner with INBAC to provide mentorship as appropriate in the development of standards. And as a result of this agreement, we will organize roundtables to bring stakeholders together to develop specific action plans in standardization areas identified as priorities by INBAC. And additionally, we look forward to continuing to share UL legacy standards information with INBAC and other interested parties from India. We are excited to encourage the adoption or adaptation of UL standards as suitable to Indian requirements and promote the active participation of Indian experts on our consensus panels, the standards technical panels. The UL standards development process is open and transparent, and we take pride in our standards technical panels, including members from around the world, and we encourage additional participation from India. As some of you know, Phil and I have visited India many times over the past 5 years. And while I'm very excited about this MoU signing today, the one regret is that we're not actually doing this in person. We very much look forward to coming back to India to visit with you and celebrate this MoU signing together. I look forward to visiting you in your wonderful country again soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sonia. We all look forward for a visit from you. Thank you once again for your continued support and guidance in promoting standards and standardization in India. Your vision has been a continued motivation for us to build this partnership and work towards safer, secure, and sustainable India through giving access to global standards and by participation of SMEs from India in ULSTP. Thank you once again, Sonia. So with this, I would now request the dignitaries who are present here to give their remarks on this occasion. Mr. Andy Macmillan, President BACnet International, is here. May I request you, sir, to have your remarks on this occasion.
Thank you, and also good evening and good morning. I'm really very honored and excited to be present here and to be a witness to this event. As President and Managing Director of BACnet International, I represent hundreds of manufacturers of building automation controls and devices, and thousands of building owners and system integrators, all of whom are part of a global community who also believe that collaboration across the industry is the path to achieving both environmental goals and occupant comfort goals and financial goals in commercial buildings through open and interoperable data communications to support the concepts of intelligent buildings and smart cities. We believe those are fundamental enablers for moving the industry forward, and that has proven to be true in North America and Europe and elsewhere in the world. We're confident that kind of collaboration in India will lead to the same results there. Our focus as an organization is on education and product certification and global harmonization around this global standard called BACnet, which is the communications platform for these open systems. Our core operating principle, of course, is that that's most successful when there's open collaboration across both industry components, the whole value chain of the industry, and geography. Because while there are lots of local requirements for commercial buildings, at the level of data communications between intelligent devices, there's a great deal of value in having a common global standard. Not only in being able to utilize devices that are developed and produced around the world, but creating a market for devices developed and produced in India to be sold beyond India into the global community, thus lowering the cost in India as well as everywhere else, and also increasing the opportunity for local developers and local manufacturers because they instantly have a global market as the Indian market continues to evolve. All of that bright future relies on collaboration among groups that have a vested interest in the success of the India market. And that's what leads me to be excited about this event. Right? This is a clear indication that there are groups in India that want to work together toward this common good, leveraging all the resources of the different groups, all the different expertise, and all built around the concept of we want to utilize global standards to get interoperable systems so we can enable the value proposition of intelligent buildings and smart cities. So thank you for making it happen, and thank you even more for allowing me to participate.
Thank you very much, Andy McMillan. It has been a great pleasure to have you, and we definitely look forward for your continued support in India for INBAC, and in turn to how do we promote the standards here in India with UL being there with INBAC. Thank you once again. Now with that, now may I again request Mr. Sudhir Panditrao of INBAC to give his remarks.
Good evening and good morning everyone. I am Sudhir Panditrao, Chair Education Committee, INBAC Association. First of all, I would like to applaud the efforts taken by INBAC Association and UL Standards authorities and congratulate both for entering into the MoU. It's a great collaboration and I'm sure it will provide mutual opportunities for scaling new heights of success. INBAC Education Committee is focused on creating awareness and building knowledge, skills and mastery in the areas of building automation. On behalf of INBAC Education Committee, I would like to affirm the support to the Standards Committee by providing technical inputs, keeping abreast with global developments, building use cases and creating documentation of it, establishing standard operating procedures for testing, installation and commissioning, contribution to validation and certification. These activities are the backbone of the Standards Committee. Best wishes again for the growth at both the organizations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sudhir Panditrao. It has been a great pleasure. Thank you for encouraging words. Now may I request Judy
Hi, Manju. Thank you for inviting me to your really nice MOU signing ceremony. I congratulate Saki from INBAC and all the others, Mr. Andy and Mr. Sudhir and Mr. Rajesh and all of them, as well as the Standards Committee for doing this. You've been doing a lot of collaborations in India, and we also have been doing a lot of collaborations in the battery sector. But it's really nice to see that you're moving forward with all these interactions and collaborations, and also strengthening the standards and creating new standards that will provide a better environment for the working community. So I'm very proud to see that you're doing this, Manju, and thank you.
Thank you, Judy. Thank you very much. Thank you being a great support always. Now, may I request Desikan? Srinivas Desikan.
Hey, this is Desikan, and
I was looking for you.
Yeah. So for all of you who do not know me, I'm Srinivas Desikan. I'm the director and business head for UL in South Asia. So whatever Phil, Sonia and others at Underwriters Laboratories are creating for us, we go and implement that on the field, testing products and certifying the products and systems, for our customers. So I'm the solution side of the business, right? And it's been a real pleasure to see such, collaborations coming together, understanding coming together. Between two great organizations, working on a common understanding, a common platform that would enable and ensure safety of our the common public, the people. And end of the day, we sit on this table and we talk about standards and collaboration. And once we remove this hat and put on our hat as common public, we become safe in what we are doing here. So it's really a great feeling to be here. And Manju, thank you so much for inviting me to this the great occasion amongst all the dignitaries sitting here, signing this memorandum of understanding. And I certainly look forward for a lot of interactions with INBAC team and with my own colleagues globally around the world, and to see how we can join hands together and make this a success. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Desikan. Thank you for your great support. And with that, if anyone else also would like to from the dignitaries around here sitting here.
Manju, if I may suggest,
please.
We certainly have one important person from the solutions business sitting here, Sudhir Zutshi, who is also a person who has a lot of connections in the government circles, right? And when we talk about the standards becoming the rules of the land, laws of the land, then his intervention is really a great support. So if I may, sorry if I'm overstepping the time or anything, but I thought it will be really good for people to know Sudhir as well.
Hey, thank you very much, Desikan. Sudhir, I would request you to unmute and make your remarks, please.
No, I'm being respectful of time. I know, I think we're already overshooting the time. But first of all, thank you so much. I think with the presence of Andy and Phil Pakera, I would reiterate that shows the leadership commitment to this whole initiative of MoU. So congratulations to the both UL as well as INBAC and global team of BACnet, if I would say. Thank you for doing this, but I would leave it that I think it's so timely, because I think with the Honorable Prime Minister's vision of smart cities, digitization, a lot of efforts happening in the technology sector, whether it's IoT, the intelligent smart buildings, we're talking about smart lightings, and it's all about buildings. So I think it's not about corporate, but I think nowadays real estate, is also wanting to have intelligent smart solutions. So I think we have a lot of work to do here in India, and if we're able to bring best practices and standardization without reinventing the wheel here in India, I think it's going to be a win-win situation for all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sudhir. Thank you for always a great support, a good friend. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations once again to both INBAC team and Underwriters Laboratories. We look forward to working closely and make this MoU very effective, and we perform as per what we have defined. Thank you once again. Have a great day, great evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.